Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, FreakNet Studio proudly brings to you, it is the greatest tag team in podcast history, the original freak travesty, Mr. 33% Dizzle J. This is Just Freaking Wrestling! Alright guys, we are back with another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And Liziana's running late.
Liziana's running late. She had to take one of the kids somewhere else.
Yeah. Priorities, I guess. That's why we're recording a day late.
Yeah, well, hey.
But we're here, and we're gonna get our fucking what's they call them, the predictions in for Stomping Ground. That's tonight. We're gonna get that up and loading, so people know we're not cheating. That we're not, we're not, faking anything here. Jay, how you doing?
Not too bad. Yourself?
Doing good. A lot of stuff happened actually in wrestling outside WWE and stuff over the last week or so. Didn't Maverick Cage and Moxie Molly were over in Europe, right?
Yeah, they were traveling all over Europe. He had like 21 pints of Guinness from what I'm seeing.
God,
I think, they look like they had a great time. I hope to hear some stories when they come back.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear about that. One of the biggest things, probably one of the biggest things, even for just JFW, is that we're trying to work with a couple new companies from up in Wisconsin.
Oh man, that's amazing because Angus McDuff just became the Phoenix Heavyweight Champion.
Which congrats to him, I guess.
Yeah, congrats. I posted on Facebook. I was fair. So I posted up there to make sure he gets congratulations.
Yeah. I mean, it's a huge thing to especially become champion in any company. The fact that he was pretty much out of wrestling for somewhat over a decade,
right? To
come back and pretty much rebuild who he was, both in a physical aspect, but also in a personality kind of way, to become champion is really cool. We have talked about possibly going up there to see some matches. They're a little bit far of a drive. But
you said like 5 hours.
It's about 5 hours, yeah. But yeah, it's New Age Wrestling and Phoenix Pro Wrestling. Two companies.
We probably have to find a weekend, and my kids are all doing other things, and we can just travel, me, you, and Liziana.
Yeah.
Not having to worry about anything else.
We could definitely figure out a way to get up there and everything. Plus, one of the biggest things, and what we've been trying to do as much as a podcast is happen a little bit more now, is we're in talks with those companies to have interviews with their wrestlers.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's like the goal,
Yep.
Because I want to talk to these guys. I want to talk to the guy who's been on the independent scene for 30 years. I want to talk to the guy who's been on the independent scene for months.
Yeah.
Just to get the different points of view.
To get that story, get that background and everything. So that's in the works of happening. So coming soon. We're definitely going to have some interviews with some independent wrestlers from the area. Looking to hear their stories and everything. One thing that isn't coming soon is actually happening now is the sponsorship of the show, which is Audible.com.
Audible.com.
Right?
30-day free trial.
Right. All you have to do is go to audibletrial.com/freaknet and get a 30-day free trial of Audible.
And 2 books.
Free within that 30 days.
I mean, I still need to pick my book, and I'm still torn.
It's hard. Thousands of books to choose
Jericho from. I'm looking at Jericho or ECW.
Yeah.
So.
And it's hard. I mean, obviously, Audible isn't just for wrestling fans.
Right.
There's hundreds of books out there by former wrestlers or even fans of wrestling who kind of created their history and stories of ECW, WCW, NWA and stuff like that. But also for the reading fan out there who loves, like fantasy and, romance stories. I mean, there's thousands of titles to choose from. They have the ability to give yourself, what's the word? I guess a trial run for 30 days.
And what's nice is if you're like me, and I know you have a long distance to travel for work too,
mm-hmm.
I have about an hour there, hour back. So some of these books are 7 hour long, and that's 3 or 4 days of listening to something
absolutely
other than the radio.
And Audible has the app. All you gotta do is download the app, pick your book, and just press it and go. So again, if you guys are a fan of reading and you want to get an opportunity to check out some amazing books out there, Again, you can choose 2 of them for free and just got to go to audibletrial.com/freaknet.
Freaknet
Studios.
Well, it's a little quieter this time without her around, you know?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not too much chewing or giggling. Right?
I don't think she brought any Cheez-Its with her this time.
No, that sucks, actually. I'm a big fan of those Cheez-Its. But anyways, we got to go over the predictions for Stomping Ground. We got still work on those bios for the 2 Patreons.
I was kind of thinking about...
Yeah, we got to do that. So we're going to do that. And again, shout out to Brandy and Becca for being patrons to our Patreon, helping out the podcast the best way to, and that is to contribute to Patreon.
Yeah, and you get cool prizes. Right?
Different tiers offer you different gifts and things that we do addition that's outside of JFW.
Right.
They're part of the developmental tier, so we're going to create their bios for them. Again, Patreon, that's patreon.com. Just search JFW Podcast. Check out the tiers and everything. There's everything from $1 down to 25. 25 is for the big sponsor ones. We're also developing a new tier that's kind of separate from all the other tiers, and that's going to be kind of a watch-along tier for like WWE Network for old pay-per-views and stuff like that.
Or watch-along rewind or something like that.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. We're going to figure the title. I kind of like that. Watch-along rewind or like replay. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out the title and everything. But it's going to be a separate tier from everything else, and basically we're just going to put out additional content as we watch over the pay-per-views, and people can watch along with us if you got the WWE Network. So
definitely.
Jay, let's dive into the Freaking 5 here.
All right, so Freaking 5 coming up around, we've heard a lot about Cena.
Yep.
Not just boners, but him also talking about...
Mostly boners.
Him talking about retirement. So what better way to go out in retirement than to pick a match?
Yeah.
So I decided let's do his retirement match. So top 5. You want to start with the internet, guys?
Yeah, let's go over to, again, shout out to Real Wrestling Fan Facebook page.
I love those guys.
Yeah. So if you guys are fans of wrestling and you want to be part of a Facebook page, go to Real Wrestling page. Not a sponsor. They probably don't even know that we're talking about them on here. But check them out. They're pretty cool. Yeah, so I asked everyone like who their top 5 Cena opponent would be. Got some list, and then a lot of it's, they're kind of, giving their feedback, which I'm okay with. I'd rather have the list, but at the same time, if they want to give their feedback and opinion, that's cool too. Ryan, first post, shout out to Ryan, gave EC3, Samoa Joe, Velveteen Dream, Elias, and Baron Corbin. And one of the cool things is, out of these lists, some of them are new guys that they want Cena to kind of help build. A lot of them are old feuds.
Right.
Tino, he just put Corbin 5 times. Zach, he just put Randy Orton. Randy Orton's the only choice for him. Simon, he also put Baron Corbin. Josh, he said Corbin makes no sense. I mean, retires Angle and is doing nothing for him. Which I agree.
That's definitely true.
I actually responded back to him. We had a conversation about that. I'm going to say this is pronounced Dufranco. So if I got that wrong, I apologize. You're probably not listening anyways. He wants Adam Cole, which I think to be a decent match.
He does have a with smaller guys, usually his better matches.
Jamie, he put Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, Bray Wyatt, and Bobby Lashley.
I'd see more Wyatt on that list.
And I can see, Bray Wyatt would probably be a good one. He needs a push. Jamie also responded, Cena could definitely put Bray over going into retirement. So, Anthony put Orton to Triple H. Roger went with Orton because of the history. Casey went with Braun Strowman. Sean, he went with Randy Orton, Velveteen Dream, Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Kevin Owens, or Seth Rollins. Josh said when Cena has his retirement match, it should be a pass the torch match, not a BS match that puts nobody over. Tom put Carlito.
That'd be great.
Tino, he went with Rico. Jody, she listed out Orton, Lesnar, AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, which is impossible, and Edge, which is also impossible.
Now, see, Edge would have been a great one.
Edge would be. Angle's likely, but
he can still wrestle, really.
Ishmael put Kurt Angle, I don't give a fuck. Josh responded, let's try to bring it back where retirement matches actually mean something. Have Cena have an important match against an up-and-comer and pass the torch. Aleister Black, Almas, Dream, or Adam Cole. Somebody that has a future and can bring people back.
I did read this, guys. I'd like that a lot.
Yeah. Well, I did too. And I did kind of ask him. We did have a kind of conversation about it too, but I asked him how he felt about the Ric Flair-Shawn Michaels match. When Flair had his retirement match against Shawn Michaels. Wasn't really a pass the torch, bring guy up, but...
No, it was a good retirement
It was
match.
a good retirement match, yeah. And that's what I try to, refer to, or, try to tell him, I'm not, nitpicking or bringing down. I just want his opinion about it, because he's one of the guys that kind of gave a lengthy explanation. Andrew put Orton for the history. He also put Roderick Strong, Adam Cole, or Samoa Joe. Let's see here. Jody he should put over a young talent like EC3 with a drawn-out feud. EC3 will never be pushed like Rude or Sting because WWE didn't make them.
They kind of dropped the ball at EC3 as far as I'm concerned.
Safeli, if I pronounce that right, I think Cena must face the first two that are new to WWE, then face maybe Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. But his final match must be tough. Maybe, let's say, Brock or Goldberg.
No.
No. Caleb, he put Drew, Elias, Rollins, Gargano, or Ricochet. Brock put Randy Orton as the only correct answer considering their history together. Ave put Kofi, Joe, Bryan, or Orton. Orton's the best choice. Petey put Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Velveteen Dream, Aleister Black, and The Rock. Mark also put The Rock. Sean went with Randy Orton. MJ says it has to be Randy Orton hands down. Kirk put Baron Corbin. Michael put Velveteen Dream, Matt Riddle, The Rock, Kofi Kingston, or Dolph Ziggler. Coy went with Orton. D'Angelo went with Baron Corbin. Keegan went with Orton, Angle, AJ Styles, Rollins, or Taker.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Yeah. So Terry, let's see what he put here. It has to be someone that's already well known. We all like the idea of a retiring star putting younger talent over on the way out, but there's a difference between saying a mid-card retiring John Cena, a mid-carder retiring and John Cena retiring. Cena has already put enough wrestlers over. When it's time for him to retire, I think it should be against Orton. Not entirely sure, but I think Orton is the only one that has beaten Cena. Aleister Black and Cena, or they should have Cena beat Flair's record. The fact that Philip put the fact he's retiring without a heel turn is the most disappointing thing. But I would pick CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, or Randy Orton.
Nobody said he was how he was going to retire without being heel or not.
Yeah.
So if they run off his WrestleMania character, he's still heel. Yeah.
Jarrell responded to the comment. When did he announce his retirement? Orton would be a clear choice given their history. I'd like to see Cena pass the torch to an up-and-coming star on the roster. James put Randy Orton. Tim put Randy Orton. Mike put, is he retiring without a heel turn? And, let's see here. Lane. Have him come back for 2 or 3 big matches before to build an aura of Super Cena about him again. They want Wyatt, McIntyre, Corbin, Orton, or Styles. Devin put Virgil. Robert put Orton or Joe are the only ones that make sense. And Cody put John Cena versus Edge. Dermott said, if only Mark Henry was still wrestling, we get the reverse of the Mark Henry retirement, with Cena turning heel in the process and losing the feud, inevitably retiring into a Saudi Arabian super show. And that's it.
I definitely think his retirement match will be at a WrestleMania.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably be the main event, too. It'll probably be against Roman.
It probably will be against Roman. Randy Orton makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I'm not just hearing shit, right?
No, you're here. Yeah, I hear it too.
Yeah, so weird. Alright, so I guess I'll do mine.
Yeah.
I know how you do this.
Well, I was actually going to go ahead and do yours before because you just had to read all that.
I'll do it.
You go last.
Alright, so I did 5 plus an honorable mention. AJ Styles, Orton, Kevin Owens, Kurt Angle, or The Rock. I think it'd be the best ones. I also did a special shout out for CM Punk if he was to come back.
See, I was thinking about doing that for Punk.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. But mine is Dana Bryan, Roderick Strong, Dream, Matt Riddle, and McIntyre. But my whole thing with Daniel Bryan is I want it to be like a retirement match, title versus career. and then he taps out to Bryan. I think he needs to tap out.
Is it a heel face thing? Is Bryan heel and Cena's face?
No, they can be heels for as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a damn.
You can't put the bells in each corner. Can't do that. Well, I guess you could, really. Anyways. Yeah, so that was a good freaking 5.
We got a lot on that one.
It's a lot to talk about.
I mean, if you really think about it, the Orton probably makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Because if he can do the heel kick at the end, or the heel kick, the punt, and then put Cena out permanently, killing the legend of John Cena.
I think out of all of them, I think The Rock makes the most sense.
I don't think The Rock should be able to come back and do that, though.
I think he should. I think it makes more sense because they've only wrestled each other twice and they each have 1 win.
And you're going to put The Rock over?
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, I am. They promote fucking Fast and Furious 17. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, well, Cena's supposed to be in the next Fast and Furious movie.
That makes sense. I get it. They could feud over the fact he's not making as much money as The Rock. Alright, so Stomping Grounds is tonight. What is our
I think we're tied.
Are we tied?
We're tied right now.
I don't remember. I don't fucking remember.
And I go up 1, then you come right up behind me.
Always up behind you.
Yeah.
Alright, not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be the worst pay-per-view I've seen so far this year. A lot of it's anticlimactic. Not a lot of build-up. Or good build-up, I guess I should say. But, let's, oh fuck. You already picked yours, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pick mine first because I haven't made my list yet.
Okay.
So that way there's no, okay. So the first match we got here listed is going to be Bayley versus Alexa Bliss. Their WWE SmackDown Championship. I'm going to pick Bayley.
I got Bayley, too.
I got to tell you, I kind of like how, they're kind of pushing her a little bit more. Not even just a title thing, but, actually, even this potential feud with Alexa Bliss. Not a fan of what they're doing with Nikki Cross, though. That's kind of dumb.
They're not letting her be that crazy Cross anymore, are they?
No, she's kind of normal. But the thing is, every time they give Alexa Bliss a sidekick, they turn dopey. You know, like Nia Jax or Mickie James, and now fucking Nikki Cross. Next match, we got Roman Reigns taking on Drew McIntyre, which is probably one of the only ones that have a decent build up on it. I'm gonna give it to Roman.
Where is it? Let's just skip over that one.
Yeah.
I'll give it to McIntyre.
McIntyre?
Yeah.
Okay. Raw Women's Championship is on the line with Becky Lynch taking on Lacey Evans. I'm going to give it to Becky.
Lacey.
Really?
I'm just... To make the game a little more interesting, I figure Becky's probably going to win, but...
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Just... Whatever,
but, well, Lacey got the upper hand on Monday Night Raw, though. Or Becky did.
Yeah. Universal Championship match, Rollins versus Corbin. Special referee. Corbin gets to choose a special referee. That hasn't been announced yet. So far, he's given it to Sami Zayn. He's given it to Elias. And Seth Rollins kind of took them both out. So we don't know who special ref is yet. I'm going to go ahead and give it to Rollins.
I'm going Rollins, too.
Okay. 30 Championship Steel Cage match, Kofi versus Dolph. I'll mix it up. I'm going to go Dolph.
Yeah, I picked Kofi. So they say anything about Brock? Any injuries from...
No, not yet. From what I've seen, they kind of kept it quiet. United States Championship match, Samoa Joe versus Ricochet. I'm going to go... Oh, fuck, I don't know. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go Joe.
I went Ricochet.
Okay. This one I could definitely see losing. I really hope not because Joe... I hate how they keep using Joe as a placeholder for things, and that's how it feels. Tag team match, New Day's taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. I'm going to go Owens and Zayn.
I got the New Day.
I'm still hoping for that Big E turn.
I think it's got to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been together for what, like 3 or 4 years now?
Yeah, I think longer than that.
I mean, that's a long run, especially for WWE.
Triple threat match, Cruiserweight Championship, Tony Nese, Akira Tozawa, and Drew Gulak. I'm gonna say Tony holds on to it.
That one with Drew Gulak.
Gulak? Then the last match we have here is tag team title match. The SmackDown Championships, Daniel Bryan and Rowan taking on Heavy Machinery. I'm going to go with Bryan and Rowan.
I want Bryan and Rowan too. So no Raw tag team titles are on the line?
Nope. No women's tag team titles on the line?
What's the point of making the tag team such a big thing and then not having them defend it?
It makes no sense.
Oh.
I don't get how they could fucking give women tag team titles and they don't even talk about it. Like, it's not even talked about. So as we mentioned earlier, we do have different tiers on our Patreon that we do different things for. Such as the developmental tier that both Becca and Brandy are a part of.
Right.
And part of their gifts is obviously the stickers. We got to get out to them, which they did come in. So I'm excited for that. But we got to create wrestling cards for them.
Yeah, like, I was thinking more along Becca's, because she's like an animal person. You already got them, like, brought
No,
up.
I got none. No, I'm just flipping the page.
I was
Put
like,
it right down.
I was thinking like nature or something or another.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go with nature's bitch, but I didn't know how much she would appreciate that.
God, wow.
We've gotten in a fight before, and I called her that, and she wasn't so happy about it. Yeah. Well, not nature's bitch, just bitch.
All right. Well, these should probably be a little bit easier to do because we do know them.
Yeah.
So if we can't do this, we suck.
Right.
The biggest thing I was going for Becca, I mean, like, because obviously she lives in the South, and I think hometown. If we had to do a hometown, Louisville, Kentucky, I guess we get the easier things out of the way first.
Right.
I want to save the name to the end because I think that's gonna be probably the harder one. So let's do hometown, Louisville,
Kentucky.
Okay.
The deep South.
Yeah, the deep South. God. All right. Well, I guess we should talk about like what goes on a wrestling card. Like, what are we looking at here?
Well, I mean, we're definitely not gonna mess with the weight because you don't do that.
I'm not doing high end weights for these.
Yeah.
So
you want background?
Like a background. Like a background story?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do the background story. We'll do that in our own time. We'll get like the preliminary stuff out of the way first. So hometown, obviously the name, maybe like a motto or
wrestling style.
Ooh, yeah. There we go.
So she'd probably be I want to say powerhouse probably.
Okay.
She does do a lot of lifting of people at her job, so.
Gotcha. So we got Powerhouse, Louisville, Kentucky. Is there like a quote or a saying that she's known for?
I don't know.
Yeah, we suck at this.
Yeah, we suck at this.
But it's okay because we're gonna figure it out. We'll come back to that.
The only thing I can think of is she always asks a random question for you, and that's every time she calls me.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm fine with that. And that's the big thing. I mean, like, we're creating a wrestling card. Like, it could be not even related to who they are.
Right.
I like that. Question for you? Which is awesome because actually, I was actually on the phone with her Friday, and she said that an awful lot. I like that.
I mean, imagine she comes out, cuts a promo. It's like, random question for you.
Like a Vicky Guerrero, excuse me. That's another thing. Heel or face. I want to say heel.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go heel. She's gotta be a heel. Finishing move. I think I want it to be called the Southern Charm.
And what would it be though?
I don't know. That's why you're here. Charm? That's why you're here, man. Kind of help out. Give me some ideas.
Let's see. So she's a powerhouse, Southern Charm. Maybe like a version of the Jackhammer. Because obviously Goldberg's not going to use it properly anymore.
No. I was thinking like a World's Strongest Slam kind of thing.
I think the Slam's a little because Braun Strowman uses the Slam.
That's a different slam. That's a running power slam.
What about like a packaged neck breaker? Like how they do the swinging? No? Am I not thinking of the right thing?
No, I just don't like it.
You just
I just don't like it.
you kind of look at me like I'm retarded when I'm saying
I don't like it.
The women's right?
God, no. Hell no. Well, we got, okay, so Powerhouse. So think of some powerhouse moves here and everything. We got the World's Strongest Slam. We got the Running Power Slam. I mean, yeah, there could be a it could be a jackhammer. I mean, I guess.
Second rope power bomb. Sit down power bomb.
Nah. Sit up power bomb would be pretty cool. I don't know.
You don't see a lot of women use power bomb.
No, not so much.
So that would be different.
All right, we could do a sit up power bomb.
Sit down power bomb.
Sit down power bomb. Sit down power bomb.
Sit down power bomb.
Oh, the Southern Charm.
And then go right into the pin from there.
Fuck yeah. How about an entrance song?
Entrance? Oh, it's gotta be something country.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even my forte of music.
If I had to pick, I really like Mickie James's song that she created for her entrance from TNA, Hardcore Country.
Oh, that is a
I
good
do
song.
like that one. Because I don't want to do, if you do country, you gotta do a female artist, and I don't want to do anything that's to do with like relationships or like broken hearts and stuff like that.
There's no like I'm a cowgirl bitch song or anything like that.
That's pretty much what hardcore country is from Mickie James.
It's a hardcore country for Mickie James.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Congratulations, Mickie.
They could purchase it from TNA, their Impact, because they're on Pursuit TV that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah, I did see that's actually coming to an end soon. So.
Well, yeah, they've been looking to try to get back on different channels.
I heard Impact actually ran a rerun of Impact a couple weeks ago instead of the actual show that was supposed to be aired.
So there's been a couple instances where they have their Twitch channel and then Pursuit TV, and Twitch actually aired the right one. Pursuit TV cut off before the main event and aired some other show. So God only knows who's paying the bills around there.
God. All right. Name.
Yeah. Country Thunder.
Okay. Well, that's the name of a music festival.
I know.
So,
which she goes to.
It's a good festival. I want to go to that shit. What are you thinking?
I don't know, because we diverged from the crazy cat lady theme that I was thinking.
Yeah, just she's definitely a crazy cat lady.
Yeah, definite.
What?
Definite.
Right? It's hard.
It is hard.
It's hard. I mean, and the thing is, I don't know. It's like, do you want to give her like an 80s name thing or like a WCW type? Like, you just go with like a name, like a normal name, or
terrorizing. Tornado.
You go with General Lee, but Leigh.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
Right, there we go.
That's
her name, General Lee.
Becca, you are now General Lee.
Leigh. And then we could have all the 2019 fucking snowflakes come and bitch at us about how that's not correct and we shouldn't do that. Because that's the world we live in, folks.
I didn't say we're going to slap any fucking Confederate flags on it or anything.
I'm going to. Okay, so here we go. So from Louisville, Kentucky, the master of the Southern Charm, we have the powerhouse, General Lee.
General Lee.
Heel, of course.
Heel.
Okay. What we got for Brandy?
Brandy?
Yeah.
Would definitely be a technical wrestler.
Technical?
Yeah.
Good.
She's kind of she's a bookworm, so to me that just kind of resonates into technical wrestling. Wouldn't be a high flyer.
So maybe more of like her finishing move would be like a submission?
Submission move, definitely.
Alright.
There is a crucifixion submission that I've never seen anybody use, but I looked it up back in the day when me and you were talking about having the company, and I was going to play the priesty character.
Yeah.
And there's called a crucifixion submission, where you take one arm, put it under, and you crank on their head and grab their other arm with your leg. It looked like I hurt like hell, but it'd be hard to put on everybody, I think. Or you could put it on everybody, just a matter of how you do it.
Okay.
You know,
is that the submission you want to go with? I didn't know if you're just explaining.
I was just explaining it because I've never seen anybody use it. That's
okay. So what do we want to go gimmick wise? You said she's a bookworm, so you want to go with like kind of like a librarian kind of thing?
I think AEW's got that covered.
Do they?
Yeah, they got a woman librarian.
Oh, fuck them. Hey, who gives a fuck them?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're better than AEW.
We've sold more T-shirts.
We've been around longer.
That's for true.
All right. Well, so what do we want to do as far as like a gimmick then? Is she a librarian?
I think she'd be like a snooty librarian.
So is she going heel too?
Yeah. Just turn both my sister-in-laws into heels.
There you go. That's the best way to do it, man. Fucking heels. All right. What's her motto?
Her motto?
Yeah, her quote. Her.
Fuck, I don't know.
Right. It's got to be something like librarian, like the book's late. Turn the page.
Turn the page. I think that's pages. Your book's past due.
No, it's not. Hers is the page turner.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And her quote was, "This is my house." So. Quiet in the library. Should her quote just be, "Shh"? That's it. Shh. I suppose, shh. How many H's are in shh?
For that one, I would do 4.
4?
So she should do that in the ring at one point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And like if they're bounced off the ropes and they stop, she'll stop and go, "Shh." I'm like, huh? And then smack him in the face.
Gotcha. What about hometown? What are we looking at where she's from?
Let's do Chicago.
Chicago?
Chicago.
That makes sense. There's no big deals up there.
There's a big ass library up there.
Oh yeah. Chicago, Illinois. Wait, we gotta get the finisher, and we also need the entrance.
What's a good there's gotta be I want to say a brainy song, but I guess an intelligent song. Something makes it think.
Intelligent song? Like Bill Nye the Science Guy?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Magic School Bus?
That'd be totally awesome to call them Magic School
Bus.
How
about Turn the Page by Bob Seger?
Ooh.
Be more of a darker librarian?
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Here I am on the road again. Turn the page. Now we need the finisher.
It's definitely got to be it's got to be a submission.
Okay. Are we looking more of like a head submission, a leg submission, an arm submission, even maybe a sleeper hold? Like a quiet in the library, and you put her on the sleeper hold, like maybe like a modified version of the Undertaker's TCB. You know, like the inverted like DDT positioning, and she just fall back and wrap her legs around it.
Like a dragon sleeper, maybe.
Yeah, like a dragon sleeper. I'd call it Silence in the Library or something like that.
Yeah, I like that. Silence in the Library.
Silence in the Library.
I always enjoyed the dragons. I love the Ultimate Dragon, though.
Yeah. Silence in the Library. All right, last thing we need is we need a name. we call her Dewey Decimal?
Dawn Decimal?
No, I'm like legit Dewey. Dewey's got to be,
Dewey's a man's name.
It could be both.
There's no girl's named Dewey.
It's 2019, bro. I don't know why you keep forgetting this.
There's no natural born girls named Dewey.
I'm looking it up, so we're going to find out. I don't fucking know. What do you think?
Something books, library, reading. Lily Iterate.
Ooh.
Lily Iterate. Literate. Is that illiterate?
Oh, look. Dewey. Girl's name.
Fine.
So Dewey Decimal?
Dewey Decimal it is. We'll go 80s. Dewey Decimal. It'd be great if we did this and like these names became fucking hits.
Well, we know WWE listens to us because they do take our ideas. Okay, so from Chicago, Illinois, the master of the silence in the library, coming out to Turn the Page by Bob Seger, we have Dewey Decimal.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on their Facebook pages and I'm going to grab a picture of them. I need you to send me that and I'll post their bios up.
Well, what I thought about doing, because I want to put the Patreons on our website.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a shout thing. I thought about actually doing their bios on the website.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So
then we'd have the list of the JFW crew.
Mm-hmm. Well, it'll be a separate tab, so it'll be all the Patreon stuff. So we'll list like the shout outs, like the lower tiers,
yeah,
and then put the bios for the developmental tiers, and then the bigger tiers obviously will be listed underneath as well, because anyone from developmental tier down, so the dark match tier and all that, they also get bios, so they'll be put in there and stuff like that. So cool. Well, we got two heels. Make a pretty intense tag team.
Yeah.
So, real quick, everybody, I just want to remind you that if you're not yet following us on social media, make sure you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JFW Podcast. And let all your wrestling friends know who have yet to listen to the show that they can find us on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and YouTube just by searching JFW Podcast. Podbean too.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to do. Automatically downloads, play right to your car speakers if you're driving.
Absolutely. South End Championship Wrestling has a show coming up on the 27th of July.
Oh, Meltdown, right?
Yeah, Meltdown. It's their first show back since May.
Yeah, they take June off.
Yep. Yet to hear about ARW on their next show is we do have the announcement of the PPW match show. I believe it's September. So we'll get more information when that comes around and everything.
I mean, now that we're getting heavily involved with these companies, it's just going to be more.
Yep.
More work, but like it's fun work to deal with these guys. You had to deal with them the other night because I was at work trying to do some stuff, and then
I did. I did.
I asked you. I was like, "Hey, man."
Yeah. But one of the cool things is like because coming fall, as we announced many times, we are going to start doing YouTube. So a lot of the stuff that we do on our show, like the predictions for WWE and stuff like that, the pay-per-views, we're going to move over to the YouTube.
Yeah.
And do that through video. So if you guys aren't following us on YouTube yet, make sure you search JFW Podcast. So coming this fall, when we start putting out the videos, you'll know they're coming. So make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell to get the notifications on when we launch. So you know, hey, JFW just released a show. But the biggest thing is like Freaknet Studios as a whole is releasing content on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not just going to be wrestling
stuff.
We're going to
do a lot more stuff than that and everything. And YouTube I'm excited about because we already talked about. We're going to do promo reenactments. We're going to do... I
can't wait for that one.
We're going to do action figure reviews and stuff like that. Go out and everything. Plus, when we start doing these conventions and stuff like that, like we want to go to... WrestleCon down in Indy and all that stuff. We're gonna look to do that, which I'm still bummed out that we didn't get. That we couldn't.
$200 is not a bad price.
Not a bad price
for the whole weekend.
Yeah, so we'll definitely look at doing something like that next year, if possible. But the best thing is, or the biggest thing is, like we could do that stuff through the help of our listeners.
Oh, definitely.
Right. Whether you guys subscribe to a tier on Patreon or you buy a T-shirt from tpublic.com.
Yeah. TEPUBLIC.com.
Just by searching JFW, we got the brand new shirt, the Travis C. Dizzle J 2020 shirt.
Yeah.
Make wrestling great again.
I think that's my next purchase.
Right.
As much as I love the shirt you're wearing right now.
Right. Freaking my second favorite F word.
Yeah.
Right. That's available up there. The original JFW logo shirt's up there. Hashtag F Steve's up there. The new PPW champion Angus Duff. His JFW shirt is still available up there.
That should be going through the roof now.
Yeah, and
I think it's because of the shirt that he's found so much success.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Right. And then over the weekend, we were discussing a potential new logo. So we're working on that for a little bit. So we'll see how that comes about. I want to make sure it's just right before we release it.
You're pretty much a perfectionist when it comes to this stuff.
It's got to be. And because the biggest thing is, like, and I told you this over the weekend, like, I love the NWO-themed JFW logo. I guess one of those logos I don't want to get rid of, but it's like you mentioned, sometimes you got to evolve and do something new and stuff. So a possibility of having new logos coming up, but it doesn't mean that the NWO logo is going away.
Right. And to me, like I was telling you, the logo, the newer logo kind of is Star Wars-y to me. So that's kind of neat for me. I'm a big Star Wars guy. So I also love the JFW paying homage to the NWO shirt. But, we have to evolve, and many companies do change logos and shit like that.
Absolutely. So make sure if you guys want to find these shirts and everything, just go to TEPUBLIC.com, search JFW, and find the shirts. Pick one up. Not even just shirts. Laptop cases, phone cases, tapestries, posters, pillows, coffee mugs, traveler's mugs, baby onesies, tank tops, long sleeve shirts, baseball shirts, t-shirts, hoodies, and sweaters. They're all there. And any logo you get from JFW is on there at tpublic.com/JFW. You can also help us out, like we mentioned, at audible.com just by going to audibletrial.com/freaknet. And the links to both Patreon and Audible are on our Facebook page because we do share them on the daily just to let you guys know where they're at. So, guess we can dive into Final Freaking Thought.
Want me to do match?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that first.
So
I totally forgot that you were part of this.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man. So I go through and I dig through and I big fan of one of my biggest ones to find matches on is whatculture.com.
Yeah.
So I went through and Dave Metzler, who is the god of wrestling news.
I had no idea how many people hated him.
Oh, a lot of people fucking hate him, including wrestlers.
Yeah. Eric Bischoff can't stand him.
Yeah. I hope to be one day almost close to the Dave Metzler status. So I got Hiroshi Tanashia versus Kazuchika Okada. These are two of New Japan's older wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And this match is from 2013. 6-star match. Metzler gave them. New Japan, hard hitting as always. These two guys are just ridiculous. If you haven't watched New Japan Wrestling, I suggest you try to. Because you will see where Nakamura comes from. AJ Styles actually made his name out there. Brock Lesnar came from there. And it's just a harder style of wrestling. I believe they have a 20 count too outside the ring. They get away with a lot more. And again, you won't hear the crowd. The crowds there are more, they're paying attention to what's going on instead of cheering and stuff like that. They do cheer, but not like you would see a WWE crowd. So I suggest you got it. I'll have it up on the Facebook later today. Enjoy it. Tell me what you think. If you have a match that you want me to check out, hit me up. Let me know. Yeah. I mean, you can reach us out either on Facebook at the JFW Podcast or email us at jfwpodcast@yahoo.com. And we answer our stuff within the hour. Yeah. Yeah, we're truly committed. I want to look at something real quick. Actually, it doesn't really matter. All right, let's dive into the Final Freaking Thought here. Because actually we are blowing through this show, and I'm really happy for that. Because we got Stomping Grounds starting in about an hour. Yeah. About an hour and a half. So let me get through my Final Freaking Thought. It'll be probably, a couple of these will be a little more discussion than what we're normally used to. But Mojo Rawley signing a multi-year contract extension with WWE. Really? Yeah. I did not expect it. I didn't think it was. Has he done anything besides his little staring in the mirror gimmick? No, it's the character's slowly grown, but I mean, I thought he'd be more of like an NXT backing down NXT, but he signed a multi-year extension, so. I mean, good for him if he can make something out of it. Maybe Grunk's going to come over and they can tag team together.
Mickey James releasing MILF-themed shirts in her t-shirt store.
Fuck, man, she's a MILF.
I know. How do you think that pertains to like a WWE character doing that?
I mean, WWE probably frowns upon it, but I really can't. This is the same company who years ago pushed their people to go do Playboy and Playgirl, stuff like that. So
would you have bought a Mickey James Playboy if she did Playboy?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right. Stomping Ground tickets are still available.
Sad.
For as low as $30.
Sad.
There's floor seats. I just looked it up because obviously I made all these for us to do the show yesterday.
Right.
But I just looked. Floor seats are available for $30.
Floor seats.
Yeah. I'm sorry, $75. Upper levels are $30, but yeah.
I still don't know if I'd pay $75 to go see this show.
24/7 title changed hands at Drake Maverick's wedding.
I'm loving the whole aspect of the 24/7 title, and I think really R-Truth is making this title.
I'm sorry, I forgot one. I skipped one. So I read an article from WWE that states that a heel needs 4 big things, and I want you to rank what you think is from 4 being the least important, 1 to being the most important.
Okay.
So they said for a heel, you need to have the ability to generate heat, cut a good promo, use good tactics in the ring, heel tactics, and also your gimmick yourself. So if you had to rank them from the least important to the most important, which ones would they be?
Least important would be in the ring.
The heel tactics?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next would probably be your character.
Okay. So the gimmick, yep.
The gimmick. And then what was the other 2?
Promos and the ability to generate heat.
Generate heat would be 2. Most important would be the
Promos.
Because you can't generate heat without the promo.
Yeah. And we talked about this, Impact Wrestling looking for a new channel. If you could choose a cable channel right now that would work best for Impact, which channel would that be?
I mean, if it was me, I'd go. I mean, TNT's already picking up AEW.
Yeah, we got USA, Fox, and WWE. Is Spike still a thing?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Could they end up on FX, or is it a Fox thing?
That's a Fox channel. I can see them maybe like a Channel 5.
You think so?
Well, okay, the only reason I say that is because Channel 5 has shows like SVU and those cop shows like that do have a little more graphic.
What about Sci-Fi?
That would actually be cool. Especially
ECW was on it, right?
Especially if they could get the backing like Lucha had with their original channel before they went Netflix.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was, but I know what you're talking about.
But Robert Rodriguez owned the channel, which made it easier for them, and they had full TV production value, which made Lucha Underground more fun to watch.
Yeah. Vince McMahon is refusing storyline suggestions from his stars.
He's an idiot.
Yeah. JBL teased their in-ring return.
If I could see the clothesline from Hell one more time, that'd be cool.
That's what he said. He says a few more left in him.
I would like to see someone take it, but a smaller guy, because I always love when the smaller guy takes it, spins in the air and shit like that. It's just...
Sasha Banks retweets an AEW post.
Really?
Yeah.
She's trying to get fired.
Probably.
Yeah.
Last one. CM Punk calls out WWE fans. Why still watch if you're going to bitch about it?
True.
Yeah.
But we watch because we have a show to do.
Pretty much, yeah. And AEW is not on cable yet.
Yeah.
And New Japan is on cable that I get yet.
No.
And Impact's not on cable that I get yet.
Or Ring of Honor.
Got Ring of Honor, yeah, that too.
Can you get the Fight app on the PlayStation 4?
Maybe. I can look.
Then you might be able to watch Ring of Honor.
I should be able to. I mean, if it's an app, we should be able to download it.
Yeah.
Under just like YouTube or anything else.
I have it. I just don't. I have what seems like no time during the week now.
Mm-hmm.
To where I'm just like reading dirt sheets is how I'm getting a lot of my information now.
Second job, bro. This is our second job now.
Yeah.
We are building this to be the best podcast in wrestling history. We are the most listened to podcast in the South Chicago area.
Definitely.
It's got to be.
And we're worldwide. We have downloads from all over the world.
We do. There are people in fucking Europe listening to us.
Definitely.
Right?
That's crazy. But nobody in Canada.
Not even Canada. Come on, Canada, get on board with this. Again, shout out to to our Patreons, our patrons, if you will, General Lee and Dewey Decimal. So shout out to you guys. Thanks for being a part of our Patreon and helping us out. Make sure if you guys are interested in the same thing, that the things that we could offer you and everything, go to patreon.com, search JFW Podcast, or just type in patreon.com/JFW Podcast. Make sure you go to TeePublic and get a shirt from us, TeePublic.com, search JFW. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JFW Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube so when those fucking videos come out, they're available. Make sure you tell your friends to listen to us on Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean. And if you follow us on iTunes, give us a 5-star review and rating, because that really helps us out and grows us in the ratings.
Definitely.
That's all I got. How about you?
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.
Peace.
Bye.